Our hospital was formed actually in 1912, but our board of directors in 1906 set forth a mission that has carried forward to today and will carry forward into the future. That mission parallels the threefold ministry of Christ: healing, preaching, and teaching. That was what it was in 1906, and that is what the mission is today.
When I came here, I was 24 years old, and I had the opportunity to learn from a lot of really wise people in the healthcare field. And one of those was Dr. Frank Groner, who was the CEO at the time. But one of the things that he told me is that at some point, the economics of healthcare will shift in such a way that the traditional source of income, which was from patient care, would not be sufficient to cover things that were beyond the immediate needs of patients. And he talked about how it was important to find alternative sources of funds.
So he looked out and thought about investing in for-profit corporations that might support the mission of the organization. And then those proceeds from those investments became the foundation for the Baptist Memorial Healthcare Foundation.
We exist because of the contributions that began over 100 years ago when people said we need a hospital in the Memphis area, and it's now grown because of the contributions and partnership of leaders and donors and benefactors all across of our communities.
Healthcare is an area that impacts every segment of our community. There is no socioeconomic or demographic group that is immune from the need for healthcare or medical services. And I have found that the breadth of programs supported by the foundation is such that it's a very good investment.
This community needs health care, and it's been provided in a great way.
The foundation has had a profound impact on the community. I think we have a very long reach.
It just permeates the community to the point where what I enjoyed the most satisfaction I got from being in this role was just seeing the outreach of dollars, big grants, small grants, just how the impact that it had on the lives of those that we served. Not necessarily just being a patient in the hospital, but just throughout the community.
And when you see all in the news about hospitals in rural areas being closed so often, it really is such a critical part that Baptist plays in all of these different communities to provide wonderful health care.
I think both of us enjoyed seeing the results of what the foundation was doing, and the good things that they were producing within the community help for different areas of the hospital as well.
The list of investments that this foundation has made to make a difference are legion.
When you look at all of Baptist, I mean, we think of the grief care, we think of cancer care, we think of homeless care. There's so many aspects to it.
The foundation has funded 3 mobile mammographies over my career, funded an eye program for pediatrics. They have funded for NICView, a program which allows parents and grandparents to be able to look at their NICU baby anytime they want. So many services like that. They helped us solicit Spence and Becky Wilson for the whole pediatric hospital.
We like the idea of Baptist having a separate facility to care for children. They rang a bell with us, and so we talked about it, discussed it, talked with our children about it, told them what our interest was, and then made the commitment.
It has provided greater access to people from all over Shelby County, and so people that we don't even know, when they find out our connection with a hospital, will tell us their stories, and that's wonderful.
Well, I admired the work. I knew of the work of the Kimmons Wilson Center for Good Grief before I needed the services myself, and admired the work that Angela and her staff were doing. After my husband died, I was a client, and I went to individual counseling, and I also went to one of their adult grief camps. And it was very, very helpful to me, but I also saw at the grief camp just a whole a whole variety of people from the community.
Baptist was the most capable organization to do something in the space, something that affects everyone in the city of Memphis in some capacity, and we knew that the work that Baptist was doing was important because it was for kids, but also for families who were in grieving spaces, and felt like it was an important conversation to have. It's something that often is quiet in houses because people don't know the words to say, and Baptist helped us see that there are special words and special actions you can take to make sure families feel that they're loved, even when they can't hug the person that they love.
When I think about things that have made a huge difference, I think about what used to be the Baptist School of Nursing, which then became the Baptist College of Health Sciences and now is the Baptist University of Health Sciences. That has been a major investment by the foundation to invest in future healthcare professionals.
I'm so grateful for my education, and I'm able now to see how transformative education is in the lives of our students. When you hear their stories and know some of the challenges that they've overcome, I don't know how you could not want to help them achieve their goals.
I know of no other charity that are better stewards of resources than Baptist, and that's something that we took great pride in and continues to this day. Small gestures that really reestablish, maintain a relationship with the donor and just assure them that the dollars that they've designated are going to be used for the purpose that they intended. And that was always the case. Never did we waver from what the donor's intent was.
Baptist leadership is one of the finest that I've ever come in contact with. I really do have a lot of looks into the community of Memphis and see where leaders take their places, and I have been very impressed with the leadership at Baptist and think that if you're going to go somewhere to get your care, you should be coming to Baptist.
Give back or pay it forward, as the case may be. Part of how you can contribute is to give thanks for that by helping other people, and a contribution back to the foundation to enable these things to happen for others. It's very important.
My wife Ann and I have invested in our foundation on a regular basis and plan to do that even through our estate planning, because we think the work that's being done here can touch people in the United States, it can touch people around the world, and we can help others understand the benefit of coming together and giving of ourselves and giving back a little bit.
When you get to hear from our students who are mothers and fathers and taking care of so many in their families, any scholarship dollars, any assistance that they have, they're so grateful because it gives them the opportunity to realize their dreams. So the investment, I don't think is just for the person that they give it to. I think it's for generations to come.
And in keeping with Baptist preaching, teaching, and healing, I feel like the money would be well spent in any one of those areas. And I would encourage them to donate.
There's no better place to make an impact on this community than giving through the Baptist Foundation. One of our favorite scripture references comes from Genesis 12. God is talking to Abraham, telling him he's going to give him a land and many, many blessings. And there's a scripture there that talks about blessed to be a blessing. And that's what I think the two of us have looked at our lives to recognize and know that we have been extremely blessed through life and the importance of giving back.
We have been so blessed, and we want to pass on some of those blessings.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for making over 110 years of care possible and for really impacting lives. We couldn't do it without you.